The basic unit of life. Cell. A cell is the smallest living part of an organism that carries out essential functions.
Imagine trying to build a complex structure, like a skyscraper, using only small uniform blocks. Just as each block serves as a fundamental piece that contributes to the entire building's stability and function, a cell serves as the basic unit of life, forming the foundation of all living organisms. In this analogy, each block represents a cell, where the skyscraper is akin to an organism, just as removing or altering blocks can affect the building's integrity. The health and function of cells directly impact the overall organism's well-being.
The maintenance of the stable internal conditions in an organism. Homeostasis. It is how living things keep everything inside them steady and balanced, like temperature or pH levels.
Imagine you're trying to maintain the perfect comfort level in your home, adjusting the thermostat as the weather changes outside. This is similar to how organisms maintain stable internal conditions despite external fluctuations, a process known as homeostasis. Just as you use a thermostat to keep your home's temperature constant by turning the heat or air conditioning on or off, your body uses various physiological mechanisms to regulate things like temperature, pH, and glucose levels, ensuring everything remains balanced regardless of the external environment.
Any living thing, organism. An organism is a living entity that can grow, reproduce, and respond to its environment.
Imagine trying to assemble a piece of flat-pack furniture without any instructions. Just like each piece of the furniture has a specific place and function, organisms are composed of various parts, such as cells, tissues, and organs, that work together in a coordinated manner to sustain life. Just as successfully assembling the furniture requires understanding how each piece fits and functions in the whole structure, understanding an organism involves recognizing how its components interact to maintain the organism's overall health and functionality.
An energy-rich organic molecule of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, like sugar or starches. Carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are molecules that provide energy for our body, primarily found in foods like bread and fruits.
Imagine trying to organize a cluttered closet filled with all sorts of clothes, shoes, and accessories. Just like how you need to sort and arrange these items to create a functional and accessible space, carbohydrates serve as a well-organized storage unit for energy in our bodies. In this analogy, the closet represents your body. The clothes are the molecules of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And the organized system of shelves and hangers is akin to the structured form of sugars and starches that efficiently store energy for future use.
Cells make up all organisms, are the basic units of life, and come from other cells. Cell theory. Cell theory states that all living things are made of cells, which are the fundamental units of life, and new cells are produced from existing cells.
Imagine trying to build a house using only Lego bricks. Each Lego brick represents a cell, the basic building blocks that come together to form the structure of the entire house, much like how cells make up all organisms and are the basic units of life. Just as you can't create new Lego bricks out of thin air and must use existing ones to build your house, new cells arise from the division of pre-existing cells, maintaining the continuity and integrity of living organisms.
An energy-rich organic compound, such as a fat or oil. Lipid. Lipids are molecules that store energy and make up the cell membranes in living organisms.
Imagine trying to pack a suitcase for a long trip where space is limited and you need to fit as much as possible. Lipids, like fats and oils, act like highly efficient packers in your body's energy suitcase, storing a large amount of energy in a compact space. Just as you might roll clothes tightly to maximize space, lipids store energy densely, making them an energy-rich resource that can be easily accessed when needed.
A molecule made of nucleotides that contain genetic material, like DNA and RNA, is called nucleic acid. Nucleic acids are molecules that store and transmit genetic information in cells.
Imagine trying to follow a complex recipe where each step is crucial to creating a delicious dish. Just like a recipe is made up of individual instructions that guide you to the final meal, nucleic acids like DNA and RNA are made up of nucleotides that store and transmit genetic information to create living organisms. In this analogy, each nucleotide is like a step in the recipe, and when combined in the right order, they form a set of instructions that tell cells how to function and build life, just as following the recipe steps leads to a successful dish.
An organic compound that is made of amino acids. Protein. Proteins are essential molecules that help build and repair tissues in living organisms.
Imagine trying to assemble a complex jigsaw puzzle without knowing the final picture. This is similar to how proteins are formed, where each amino acid is like a puzzle piece that fits into a specific place to create a functional whole. Just as the correct arrangement of puzzle pieces reveals the complete image, the specific sequence and arrangement of amino acids determine the unique structure and function of a protein.
The cell boundary that controls what enters and leaves the cell-cell membrane. The cell membrane is a thin, flexible layer that surrounds the cell and acts as a gatekeeper to protect and organize the cell's content.
Imagine you're hosting a party at your house, and you want to ensure only your invited guests can enter, while keeping out gatecrashers. This scenario is similar to how a cell membrane functions, as it selectively allows certain substances to enter or exit the cell while blocking others. Just like you might have a guest list and a door person to regulate who comes into your party, the cell membrane acts as a boundary with bouncers, proteins, that manage what can pass through, ensuring the cell maintains its environment and functions properly.
The rigid structure around a plant cell that supports and protects it. Cell wall. A cell wall is like a sturdy jacket for plant cells that keeps them in shape and safe.
Imagine trying to carry a delicate, overflowing grocery bag without it tearing. Just like the sturdy paper bag that holds and protects your groceries from spilling everywhere, a plant's cell wall serves a similar purpose for the cell. The cell wall acts like the strong paper bag, providing the necessary support and protection to maintain the shape and integrity of the plant cell, ensuring everything inside stays safely in place.
The plant organelle that uses light energy to make food. Chloroplast. Chloroplasts are parts of plant cells where photosynthesis happens, turning sunlight into food.
Imagine trying to charge your phone when you're out and about, but you can't find an outlet anywhere. This situation is similar to how plants need to convert sunlight into energy when there's no ready-made food around. Just like you rely on a solar power bank to harness sunlight and charge your device, chloroplasts in plant cells capture light energy to produce food in the form of glucose. In this analogy, your phone is like the plant needing energy. The solar power bank is the chloroplast, and the sunlight is the energy source both rely on to keep functioning.
A jelly-like material in a cell. Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the fluid inside a cell that holds the organelles and helps transport materials.
Imagine trying to make a fruit salad, but you need a bowl to hold all the chopped fruits together. The cytoplasm in a cell acts much like that bowl, providing a space to contain and support the cell's components. Just as the bowl keeps your fruit pieces from scattering all over the table, the cytoplasm's jelly-like material holds the organelles in place within the cell, allowing them to function together effectively.
The protein network that controls the cell's shape and movement. Cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton is a structure inside cells that helps maintain their shape and aids in movement.
Imagine trying to set up a tent on a camping trip, where the fabric needs to be supported by poles to keep its shape and withstand any wind. The tent poles provide structure and support, allowing the tent to maintain its form and be functional, much like how the cytoskeleton maintains the cell's shape and facilitates movement. In this analogy, the poles are like the proteins in the cytoskeleton, which create a network that defines the cell's shape and helps it move, just as the poles ensure the tent is stable and can be relocated when needed.
A cell that has a membrane and nucleus. Eukaryote. A eukaryote is an organism whose cells have a nucleus enclosed within a membrane.
Imagine trying to organize your kitchen, where everything from your spices to your cooking utensils is scattered all over the place. Just like how you need cabinets and drawers to neatly store and separate your kitchen items, a eukaryotic cell uses membranes to compartmentalize its internal components, including its nucleus, which acts like a central storage hub. The cabinets and drawers in your kitchen are like the cell membranes, creating distinct spaces for different items, while the nucleus is like a special locked drawer where important recipes are safely kept, ensuring everything is organized and functional.
The cell organelle that releases energy from food molecules. Mitochondrion. The mitochondrion is the power center of the cell, converting food into energy the cell can use.
Imagine trying to power your smartphone, but all you have is a bulky car battery. Just as you need a way to convert the energy stored in that car battery into a form that your smartphone can use, cells need mitochondria to convert the energy in food molecules into a usable form. The mitochondrion acts like an adapter, transforming the chemical energy in food into ATP, which is like the smartphone's battery, providing the immediate and usable energy needed for cellular functions.
The control center of a cell. Nucleus. The nucleus is like the brain of the cell, directing all its activities and storing genetic information.
Imagine trying to cook a meal without a recipe or any guidance on what ingredients to use. Just like a recipe provides the essential instructions to create a dish, the nucleus of a cell serves as the control center, containing the DNA that guides all cellular activities. In this analogy, the DNA within the nucleus acts like the recipe, directing the cell on how to function and what proteins to produce, ensuring everything runs smoothly, just as a recipe ensures a successful meal.
A structure in a cell's cytoplasm specialized to perform a function. Organelle. An organelle is like a tiny organ inside a cell that helps it do specific jobs.
Imagine you are in a busy kitchen during dinner time, where each chef has a specific task like chopping vegetables, boiling pasta, or baking bread. This setup is similar to how organelles work within a cell's cytoplasm, where each one has a specialized function to ensure the cell operates smoothly. Just as each chef concentrates on their individual task to contribute to the overall meal, organelles like the mitochondria, ribosomes, and Golgi apparatus focus on their specific roles, such as energy production, protein synthesis, and packaging, to maintain the cell's overall function.
A small cell structure that builds proteins. Ribosome. A ribosome is a tiny machine inside cells that links together amino acids to make proteins.
Imagine trying to assemble a piece of furniture from a box filled with various parts and screws. Just as you need instructions and tools to piece it all together into a functional chair or table, A ribosome in a cell uses genetic instructions, messenger RNA, and materials, amino acids, to construct proteins. The ribosome acts like both the instruction manual and the toolkit, methodically reading the assembly guide, the RNA, and putting together the furniture, proteins, ensuring each piece fits perfectly to create a functional structure within the cell.
A group of similar cells working together to perform the same function. Tissue. Tissue is like a team of cells doing the same job to help the body work properly.
Imagine trying to bake a batch of cookies, but realizing you only have one type of ingredient. This situation is similar to how tissues work in the body, where a single type of cell comes together to perform a specific function. Just like you need all the same kind of ingredients working together to make a batch of cookies. In this analogy, the similar cells that form a tissue are like the same ingredient, such as flour or sugar, working together to achieve the goal of creating delicious cookies, just as tissues work to perform vital functions in the body.
A group of tissues that work together to perform a function, like the heart, liver, or stomach. Organ. An organ is a part of the body that performs a specific job, like pumping blood or digesting food.
Imagine a group of friends trying to prepare a dinner party, each with a specific role. One cooks, another sets the table, and another manages the music playlist. This is similar to how an organ functions in the body, where a group of tissues works together to achieve a specific purpose. Just as each friend contributes to the overall success of the dinner party, different tissues in an organ, like the heart, liver, or stomach, collaborate to perform essential functions, ensuring the body runs smoothly.
The parts of an organism as a whole. Structure. In science, structure refers to how something is organized or arranged.
Imagine trying to assemble a large jigsaw puzzle without knowing what the final picture is supposed to look like. This situation is similar to understanding how the parts of an organism function together as a whole. Just as each puzzle piece contributes to forming the complete picture, each part of an organism, like cells, tissues, and organs, plays a specific role that contributes to the overall functioning and survival of the organism.
The special, normal, or proper activity of an organ or part. Function. In science, function refers to the specific role or job that something performs in a system.
Imagine trying to figure out why your smartphone won't turn on. Just like each part of a smartphone has a specific role, like the battery providing power or the screen displaying information, a biological organ has a function, which refers to its special, normal, or proper activity within the body. In both cases, understanding the role or function of each component is crucial. The battery's failure to charge might be the problem with the smartphone, much like how a malfunctioning heart might disrupt blood circulation in the body.
The membranes in a cell's cytoplasm that move proteins. Endoplasmic reticulum. It is like a factory inside the cell that helps produce and transport proteins and fats.
Imagine trying to navigate through a crowded airport with your luggage to catch a connecting flight. The endoplasmic reticulum, ER, in a cell functions like the airport's network of moving walkways, helping passengers, proteins, efficiently reach their gates, destinations within the cell. Just as these walkways streamline the process of moving people and their bags through the bustling terminal, the ER's membranes facilitate the transport and processing of proteins within the cell, ensuring they get to the right place at the right time.
The cell structure that packages materials for transport within and out of the cell Golgi body. The Golgi body is like the cell's post office, where proteins and lipids are sorted and sent to their destinations.
Imagine organizing a surprise party and needing to wrap gifts for each guest. Just like how you carefully wrap and label each gift to ensure it reaches the right person, the Golgi body in a cell packages proteins and other materials, ensuring they are correctly sorted and sent to their specific destinations. In this analogy, the gifts are like proteins. The wrapping is akin to the Golgi body's packaging process. And the guests represent the various parts of the cell, or outside the cell, where these proteins need to be delivered.
A group of organs that work together to perform a specific function, like the digestive system. Organ system. An organ system is a collection of organs that work together to perform a specific job in the body.
Imagine trying to bake a cake without a recipe, with each person in your kitchen randomly adding ingredients or adjusting the oven temperature. This chaotic scene is akin to how our organs would struggle to function efficiently without the organized cooperation found in an organ system. Just as a recipe guides bakers to work together using specific ingredients and steps to create a cake, an organ system, like the digestive system, coordinates various organs to transform food into energy, emphasizing teamwork to achieve a specific function.
A cell organelle that contains digestive enzymes. Lysosome. Lysosomes are small structures in cells that break down waste and unwanted material using enzymes.
Imagine your kitchen after a big dinner party filled with dirty dishes, leftover food, and spills everywhere. Just like you would use a dishwasher and cleaning supplies to break down and clean up the mess, a lysosome in a cell uses its digestive enzymes to break down waste materials and cellular debris. In this analogy, the lysosome is like your kitchen's cleaning crew, with the digestive enzymes acting as the soap and scrubbers that efficiently manage and dispose of unwanted materials, keeping the cell clean and functional.
An organism made of a single cell, unicellular. A unicellular organism is a living being composed entirely of one cell, like bacteria or yeast.
Imagine trying to manage an entire household by yourself, doing the cooking, cleaning, organizing, and maintenance all on your own. In a similar way, a unicellular organism has to handle every function necessary for its survival, like feeding, energy production, and reproduction, within just one cell. Just as a single person must juggle multiple tasks to keep their home running smoothly, a unicellular organism performs all life processes using its single cell, highlighting its incredible efficiency and adaptability.
An organism that is made up of many cells, like all animals, plants, and fungi. Multicellular means being made of more than one cell.
Imagine trying to put together a large, complex jigsaw puzzle without knowing what the final picture should look like. Just as each puzzle piece has its own unique shape and fits into a specific place to create a complete image, in a multicellular organism, each cell has a specific role and function that contributes to the whole organism. The connection here is that just like each puzzle piece is crucial for completing the picture, each cell in a multicellular organism plays a vital part in maintaining the life and functionality of the entire organism, with animals, plants, and fungi being perfect examples of these intricate cellular puzzles.